because y'all not about to take my money, okay? It's gonna be a no for me. If you got it this low, let's see how low it can go. eBay is greedy as fuck, okay? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Viaglo. If you are new here, my name is Gloria and I'm a full-time reseller on multiple different apps, and I resell clothes and shit. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a get ready with me. My face is already done because I've already finished, but we'll be going back in time and I'll be talking to you guys about my opinion on a lot of the things in the reseller community regarding Poshmark Lives, Poshmark A/B testing, Depop, Curtsy, Vinted, and Mercari. I'm going to be also talking about eBay. I'm going to be talking about all of the platforms and just kind of like my updated thoughts on them and what's new on the platforms and just, you know, what's new in my business, just all of that fun stuff. So if you want to see me do my makeup and you want to see me talk about the reselling community, go ahead and, you know, watch it. You might as well go and subscribe while you're here. Okay. All right, y'all. So I am coming to y'all barefaced and I'm going to be doing my face, of course. But first, I always like to put chapstick on because my lips are always ashy. Like literally always. Now I'm going to try to multitask. I really don't know why I decided to do this again, because when I did the first one, if y'all watched that one, your girl wasn't good at the multitasking, but we're going to do it. So the first thing I actually want to talk about is Poshmark Lives. Oh, I am using Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I've had this for over a year. It said that it expires in a year, but I'm gonna get my money's worth and finish it out, so I don't care. But anyways, so I wanted to talk about Poshmark Lives first, because I know when they first came out, well, I guess when Whatnot first came out, it was a really like hot topic, and it just like swept the reseller community. And I'm gonna be honest, like the first couple of weeks I was just kind of like, wow, this looks like the crack epidemic, but I left it alone. After I, you know, kind of let everything die down a little bit, it didn't really die down, but it died down enough for me. I was entertaining the idea of getting my butt on there and trying to, you know, live sell. And then I think I downloaded the app. I started following people that kind of had theirs linked to their you know, Instagram or whatever, and I was like, you know what, I might do this. So somebody, I forget who like actually put me through, I forget, because I actually signed up first and then I was waiting, and then another person like put in a word for me, and I believe that it was like a credit thing, so she would have got like $200 if I'm not mistaken, if I would have signed up with her. So we did it both, and I think I did get a notification saying that somebody also like referred me, I want to say. But anyways, so I ended up go ahead and not doing it. Hold on, y'all, I'm like flopping already. All right, let me just say this first. So I use Born This Way by, who is this by? Too Faced. And then I also use Makeup Forever. This is the Matte Velvet Skin. So I put both of these together. So I decided, like after just going on Whatnot and kind of watching a few lives and stuff, that I realized that this is not going to be for me. I deal with social anxiety, if you guys didn't know, so I knew that it wasn't going to be something that I was going to be interested in. Granted, you know, I can talk to people and shit, but new people, no. And then the fact that I would have to sit there and try to sell you something, I'm not a salesperson. I've never been a salesperson. I actually hate salespeople, if I can be completely honest with y'all. When I go and shop anywhere, I like to do all my research before I even go inside, because I don't want anybody have to try to sell me something, because it's just not my stilo. So I don't like it. So yeah, but anyways, so I feel like the community has shifted a little bit, because you have a lot of resellers that have really put reselling platforms to the back burner, and they predominantly sell on Whatnot and Posh Lives. And I personally don't like the Posh Lives. I actually had my bot go in and unfollow damn near everybody that I followed on my Poshmark, even though I really don't care who I followed on there. I just had them follow everybody because I was getting so tired of my news being clogged up from all those Posh Live notifications. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't knock anybody that does lives. You get your bag, okay? Because at the end of the day, that's why we're here. We're trying to get paid, okay? So you got to do what you got to do. So I don't care. But my whole thing is like, I do think that Posh Lives have really kind of dampened Poshmark a little bit. And I'm only saying that because I feel like if we already going through, like, you know, the worst thing for our country at this moment, inflation, like capitalism is just terrible already to begin with in this country, but now we got to deal with people selling shit that is worth a lot more for a lot less. So now everybody is like, okay, well, if I can get this top for like, hold on y'all, okay, well, I guess just let me know when they make it. Okay, all right, talk to you later. No problem. Okay, so anyways, I completely lost my train of thought, but let's just move it along because this makeup look does not take very long. I do the very minimum makeup, okay? So anyways, so yeah, I am just not a fan of the lives, but I'm not gonna knock anybody for doing them because, like I said, get your bag. But I do think that it just brings a type of buyer, and I've noticed that my sales have really shot the hell down because of the Poshmark Lives. Now, I don't blame it completely, but I blame the fact that people want to get shit for like, you know, $5, and it's so strange to me that people even have the audacity to hit that send button once they, you know, submit they offer, and it's like, you really thought you was gonna get a $7 item? Like, are you fucking kidding me? So yeah, it's annoying. I completely forgot to do my eyebrows first. I am so disappointed in myself. But the concealer that I use is this one. I actually found this like in 2019 and I have been loving it ever since. This is the Maybelline New York Instant Age Rewind Eraser. Hopefully I don't look old, but I just use it anyways. So another thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to Poshmark is their A/B testing. Now, I do, ooh, what the fuck? Oh. So y'all ain't gonna tell me I had a matter in my eye. Anyways, but when it comes to Poshmark A/B testing, I highly think that they are doing that. Mainly because I noticed that in the beginning of the month, my closet just be popping. I mean, it is popping. And next thing I know, I want to say maybe like the middle of the 3rd week and the whole 4th week of the month, my shit is quiet. I mean, quiet. Now, I've been noticing this since November because it's just kind of like, this is very strange. So I'm thinking I might be in the A testing, okay? Because we're all in different ones. Now, I'm sure some people is like, well, I don't think they're doing that. That's your opinion, but this is my opinion. So yeah, I truly think that they are, you know, testing shit out and letting some closets, you know, shine more and then let the other one shine later. And I don't like it because Poshmark has been my #1 platform since I actually got on the platform in December of 2020. Now, I was very shocked that this turned into my, I guess, my main platform, because if I was using Depop and Mercari before and then I just kind of was like, let me just add on Poshmark, and then Poshmark turns out to be my #1 place to sell, that is very telling, okay? So that's where I make all of my money at. So I felt some type of way when everything kind of slowed down. And it is what it is. There's nothing that I can do. I can make my own website and I can sell my own shit there, but you know, I don't want to do all of that. So I'm gonna stick around and just complain. But yeah, so I'm about to go ahead and do my eyebrows because how did I just forget that? I gotta be real particular about these because I don't want to fuck them up because I've already put my base on. So I use the Goof Proof. I think this is by Benefits. I've been switching between the one with like the square edge and then the one that you can just like pluck and fill in. So right now I have the little square edge one. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not gonna give up on Poshmark, especially because that's where all my money coming from. So she's gonna be there and I'm gonna cooperate. But I do know that I'm gonna be changing something. I know I just put out that video talking about pricing my items at market value. Since I've been doing that, honestly, I want to say since in January is when I like really like did it. I noticed that I'm getting sales, but I am selling them for at least $5 to $10 less than I would like. And that doesn't make any sense, because if I have an item that is priced at a buy it now price point, people should buy it automatically. But since we are in this, you know, offer lifestyle with reselling, people don't want to just buy it outright. They want to send an offer, because they like, well, if you got it this low, let's see how low it can go. So I'm actually about to start bumping my shit up a couple more dollars so I can actually make what I want to make for the item, instead of gypping myself. Because I feel like my sales could have been a lot better had I not, you know, accepted these lower offers just because I'm desperate. But if I would have priced my items a little bit more and they sent me, you know, the price point that I wanted to sell it for, I would have been good. Okay, my eyebrows looking a little thick, but we're gonna leave them like that. This one look dark as hell and this one don't. It could be the lighting, because the light is like right here and it's no light right here. But I can't even clean them up because I've already put them on my face. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. So I want to talk about Mercari's shipping. But first, I am going to do my eyeshadow. Now, this is a Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I have 3 palettes. Actually, I have the Warrior 2 by Juvia's Place, and then I have Frida, however you pronounce that, palette. I bought this on Mercari and it was a new one. But yeah, so I'm a creature of habit. I usually use this one, but I'll do this one today. So yeah, so when it comes to Mercari, y'all know Mercari has like just declined like shit. Let me know down below if it really took a plunge for you too, because I feel like I noticed last year, I want to say like maybe about April, that Mercari had really slowed down for me. And I never paid attention to it before, but then I started noticing like, okay, I'm not making as much as I used to make on here. And this is tragic. So that's pretty upsetting. But I've noticed as of late that they have just updated their shipping, which, why would y'all do that? Y'all, shipping was already expensive to begin with. Everybody had to use the FedEx one to get the cheapest shipping, and I use parentheses because that's not even cheap. $9 to ship something that's 2 pounds, when Poshmark is charging $7.67 to ship something that is like 5 pounds and under. Like, Poshmark know what the hell they doing. Mercari does not. Now, I put entirely too much on here, but I have to commit to it because that's just what we got to do. But yeah, so it's actually really depressing to see that Mercari has really declined. And I also entertain the idea of just getting off the platform, but every time that I do, I make some sales. So far this month, we are in February, I've already made a total of like 4 sales, and I never make that. And it's only been what, 3 days, well, 4 days now. And I don't know, so that's why I'm just like, every time I want to go, it's like a bad relationship. Every time I want to leave, you always doing something to pull me back in. Okay. But yeah, so that happens. So I actually just use, I didn't show y'all, my bad. So I just use the Jamata, that color right there, the red. Since my shirt is black, ain't nothing really going on, I thought I'd go ahead and, you know, put the little red on for a little razzle dazzle. But yeah, so I'm about to go ahead and put some one of these bright colors in. This palette looks really bad, okay, because your girl be using it. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one. I actually got this from Ulta. This is a base shadow brush, and yeah, and then I'd like to go in with this setting spray. This is Cover FX. It's a mattifying setting spray. Your girl is an oily bitch, so I like to be matte, okay. But yeah, so I spray this and then I pick which one I want to use. Today, I guess I will go in with let's do Ignite. This is Ignite right here. It's dug into because I'll be using it. But anyway, so next I want to talk about eBay's greed, child. eBay is greedy as fuck, okay. They are going up on their fee. Now, every time I talk shit about eBay, somebody always say, well, it's still cheaper than Poshmark's 20%. And I be like, yeah, I guess. But still, I don't want to pay more. And I be feeling like eBay just be like slick with their fees. And I'm cheap as fuck if y'all haven't noticed. I don't like to pay for extra shit unless I'm getting something out of it. I don't like to feel used by companies, if you know, I can put it that way. And I feel like eBay be slick doing that. I had to recently start promoting my listings, all of them. I promote all of my listings because I want to make sales. And I seen a huge decline in my sales in December and January and in November. And I just don't know why, because it's like I didn't do anything different. Well, actually, I'll take that back. November and December, I definitely did do something different. I was in my 3rd trimester and your girl was tired of shit. So I wasn't listing and sourcing the way that I should have. So I know that that was the reason. But yeah, so I am in a position now where it's like I really want my eBay to be like my 2nd largest platform, and I want to make a lot more money over there. And this is the Maybelline New York Master Precise All Day Liquid Liner. So yeah, so I put this on. Then when I do this one be looking a little janky. I guess it's because I'm left-handed. Like this eye is like a little bit lower, I've noticed. But anyways, yeah, so like I was saying, like I feel like I have to do different extra shit on eBay to make sure that I am trying to get the sales. I instantly be sending offers to people when I open the app and I see that people have liked the item. And I want to say maybe about 8 times out of 10, people don't even like commit. They, you know, I don't want to say they ghost me, but they kind of do high key. And it's kind of tragic because I be like, I'm giving you a great deal. I done discounted this shit hella much and you still don't want it. Okay, this is not the one that I needed. So, oh shoot. See, trying to talk and do my makeup at the same time always kind of fucks me up. So at this point, it's time for me to put my setting spray on before I do my other liner. We fan it out, and then I also like to buff it out with my beauty blender. But yeah, so eBay is doing what it's got to do as a business. Just make their money. I feel like it's just like a straight ass pay to play app. And I get it, but shit, you know, I don't want to pay to play. Just let me play. You get what I'm saying? All right. So next, I like to put on my lashes. Y'all, we are literally almost done, okay? But the next thing I want to talk about was me opening up back my Depop, my Curtsy, and my Vinted account because your girl is like desperate for sales. And when I say desperate, I mean desperate. I'm trying to get my money up because I feel like I hate to keep blaming my baby, but because it's not really his fault. Me and his dad did what we did, and that's why he's here. But I feel like my 3rd trimester, I really just like took a back burner. Even my 1st trimester, like that kind of annoyed me because I feel like I started this year off strong. My Mercari video was popping. I was like, you know, riding that wave. I was getting a lot of subscribers. I had a reach $5,000. Yeah, I reached that too. But reach 5,000 subscribers for the full year of 2022. And I got pregnant, technically in March. But I didn't find out that I was pregnant until April. So at that point, my body was just, it shut down. So I was doing absolutely nothing all the time, April and May. And I want to say when I put out that life update video, I started to get my groove back a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. And then it was just a lot going on. If you guys are nosy, I'll link the video down below. But it was a lot going on, and I just really wanted to just like sit YouTube on a back burner. And since I did that, it slowed my growth a lot. But that's okay. I'm back now. And we got plans of getting better, bigger and better. But yeah. So anyway, so I opened back up all of these platforms because I plan on reselling on them. Now, I opened up Depop I want to say January 1st, because I really was like, I've already did it. I'll pop up my Depop now. I started on Depop. I started my reselling journey on Depop, and it was a really great platform when I first got on it. And then as I started to, you know, want to do it more and more, I kind of left the platform because the items that I was sourcing wasn't really items that I wanted to pick up anymore, because they had, you know, such low profit margins for me. And if you are in this business, you definitely want to get a bang for your buck. You get what I'm saying? Because your time is locked into this. So I just felt like what I was picking up wasn't selling that well on Depop, and I just wanted to stop. So I actually stopped April of last year selling on Depop. Ironically enough, I did like 30 or 40% off, and then I left the platform. But I am back now, and I've been listing consistently since January, and I still haven't made a sale. And it is the first week of September. Now, it's very discouraging, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I'm gonna crack it one of these days. But I'm gonna keep doing it just because it doesn't take much time, especially when you're doing it on the desktop. I do have to do it manually, but you know, you gotta make it happen. And then I used to sell on Curtsy as well, and I sold, I want to say maybe 2 items. I used to sell on there last year, and then I stopped because I didn't feel like manually doing the listings. And I feel like last year I was really getting my YouTube bag. Well, I guess it was the year before last. It was 2021 when I sold on Curtsy. But I was getting in my YouTube bag, and I really didn't have extra time to be, you know, manually cross-listing, so I stopped. Oh, I use this just to kind of like fill in my brows just a little bit more. That one looked tragic over here, child. Do a little bit more. So yeah, this is CoverGirl. It's the Easy Breezy Brow 24-hour ink pen. This actually is very light compared to the eyebrow one that I actually put in. Shit, my lashes. But yeah, so I opened them back up, and if you sell on Curtsy or Vinted, let me know down below. I also sold a few items on Vinted as well, like 2 years ago. I really don't like that platform, mainly because I feel like it is quiet. The plus of the platform is the fact that you are getting all of your money because you don't have to pay a seller fee. The bad thing of the app is that they have ads everywhere. So, you know, I guess it's really your choice on what you'd prefer. But I did sell, I want to say 1 item on there, and I think I sourced like 3 or 4 items. The platform is very cheap. If you want to source online, that is the place to go. But there are resellers on there, so some of the stuff is not going to be cheap, but for the most part, you paying $1 or $2 for some items. So I've opened it back up. I have not listed anything on it just because I'm trying to see if I even want to, you know, mess with the platform again, because I feel like it'll just be too much on me to sit here and try to have all of these platforms. And then it's just me working by myself. So that's why I'm just kind of like, I'll put Vinted as the very, you know, last one to do. But Curtsy, like I said, I sold 2 items on there 2 years ago. And it's more so for Gen Z. And it's for the girls that like to wear like modern clothes. Y'all know Depop is more geared toward vintage, streetwear and stuff like that. For like a hippie girl and the girl that's like super quirky and wants to look different. That's what Depop is for, in my opinion, of course. But Curtsy is more so for the girl that loves Lululemon and a granola girl or a vanilla girl. That's what Curtsy is for, to sell your modern items. So that's why I was like, I don't mind getting back on there, because I pretty much source that at the bins, so I can start sourcing things specifically. And then I have noticed that Curtsy have started this thing where you can sell in bulk. I haven't really looked into it. I'll pop it on the screen so you guys can see, but I haven't looked into it. I think it's giving more of a flip vibe, if you will. If you are a person that gets on Flip, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This lash does not want to do what I need it to do. But Flip is just a platform where you can source and you can get paid to sell other people's shit. And you don't have to pay for anything. It's pretty risk-free, honestly, for, you know, people. But I had already told y'all I'm not going to be doing it no more. But I said that last time and then I did it again. So who really fucking knows at this point? Why does side look so dark? It's the lighting. 100% it's the lighting. So don't be thinking that my eye is like hella dark. But yeah, okay. We're good. So usually I like to go in at the very end and go back to my tried and true, which is Stranded. I've dug in this one so bad. And I like to put it on my nose. Not too much, but just enough. And then I like to put it right here just to kind of make it look like I'm popping a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll put a little bit here. Okay. And then this is the look. Why did the eye look... It looked dark as hell on here, but like when I look on here, it looks normal as hell. But yeah, that is pretty much where I am at. I am opening my horizon to more platforms because if Poshmark is going to play this game, if eBay is going to play this game, I need to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I really need to, you know, do better. And lastly, I wanted to talk about mystery boxes. Your girl did a few mystery boxes last year and the year before, and I realized that I lost money more than I made money. I think one of the boxes, I actually got an item that I sold for a decent profit. It was like a Zara linen dress. But everything else was garbage, and I ended up donating everything, and I feel like it's a waste of money. I know for some people they're not able to like go out and source items and do all of that, so they really have to rely on these boxes. But me personally, I would never buy another box again because y'all not about to take my money, okay? It's gonna be a no for me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. If you watched it all the way through, please leave this emoji so I know who stuck around to the very end while your girl talked you to death. But yeah, thank y'all so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.